stuff, because you know that's what real hip-hop's about, is very strong lyrics, and they're gone in a second. So I don't know how I did that. Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy TicTacKickBack from the way back. Hope everybody's doing really well, man, and having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm having a great time. Listen, man, I think we did a Dead Prez song maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Got really good feedback from it, you know, like really strong hip-hop. There's a lot of deep fans out there that know so much more than me, right? And this is one of them. Our boy, I believe his name's Patrick, from Sweden, right? Gave me a whole list of them all around this group, Immortal Technique. So I do want to take a second and really just, you know, say big ups, Patrick, big ups, and that we love Sweden and stuff, because, you know, that's what real hip-hop's about, is very strong lyrics, and they're gone in a second. So I don't know how I did that. Without much further ado, let's get right into this. Immortal Technique, the 4th branch. All right, here we go.
New age is upon us, and yet the past refuses to rest in its shallow grave. For those who hide behind the false image of the Son of Man shall stand before God. It has begun. The beginning of the
Wow, that's kind of a weird beginning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool beat, though. Very East Coast.
Yeah. The voice of racism, preaching the gospel is devilish. A fake church called the Prophet Muhammad a terrorist. Forgetting God is not religion, but a spiritual bond. And Jesus is the most quoted prophet in the Quran. They bombed innocent people, trying to murder Saddam. When you gave them those chemical weapons to go to war with Iran. This is the information that they hold back from Peter Jennings. Condoleezza Rice is just a new age Sally Hemings. I break it down with critical language and spiritual anguish. With Judas I hang with the guilt of betraying Christ, who murdered him, stole his religion, and painted him white. Translated in psychologically tainted philosophy, conservative political right-wing ideology, glued together sloppily the blasphemy of a nation. Got my back to the wall cause I'm facing assassination. Guantanamo Bay, federal incarceration. How could this be? The land of the free, home of the brave, indigenous Holocaust, and the home of the slaves. Corporate America, dancing offbeat to the rhythm. You really think this country never sponsored terrorism? Human rights violations, we continue the saga. El Salvador and the Contras in Nicaragua. And on top of that, you still want to take me to prison just cause I won't trade humanity for patriotism. It's like MK Ultra controlling your brain, suggestive thinking, causing your perspective to change. They want to rearrange the whole point of view of the ghetto. The 4th branch of the government want us to settle. A bandana full of glittering generality, fighting for freedom and fighting terror. But what's reality? Read about the history of the place that we live in, and stop letting corporate news tell lies to your children. Flow like the blood of Abraham through the Jews and the Arabs, broken apart like a woman's heart, abused in the marriage, the brink of holy war, bottled up like a miscarriage. Embedded correspondence don't tell the source of the tension, and they refuse to even mention European intervention or the massacres in Jenin. The innocent screams, U.S. manufactured missiles and M16s, weapon contracts and corrupted American dreams. Media censorship blocking out the video screens. A continent of oil kingdoms bought for a bargain. Democracy is just a word when the people are starving. The average citizen made to be blind to the reason. A desert full of genocide where the bodies are freezing, and the world doesn't believe that you're fighting for freedom cause you fucked the Middle East and gave birth to a demon. It's open season with the CIA bugging my crib, trapped in the ghetto region like a Palestinian kid, where nobody gives a fuck whether you die or you live. I'm trying to give the truth, and I know the price is my life, but when I'm gone they'll sing a song about Immortal Technique, who beheaded the president and the princes and sheiks. You don't give a fuck about us. I can see through your facade like a fallen angel standing in the presence of God. Bitch niggas scared of the truth. truth when it looks at you hard. It's like MK Ultra controlling your brain. Suggestive thinking causing your perspective to change. They want to rearrange the whole point of view in the ghetto. The fourth branch of the government want us to settle. A bandana full of glittering generality, fighting for freedom and fighting terror. But what's reality? Martial law is coming soon to the hood to kill yo while you hanging your flag out your project window.
Yes. Wow.
The fourth branch of the government, aka the media, seems to now have a retirement plan for ex-military officials, as if their opinion was at all unbiased. A machine shouldn't speak for men, so shut the fuck up, you mindless drone. And you know it's serious when these same media outfits are spending millions of dollars on a PR campaign to try to convince you they're fair and balanced, when they're some of the most ignorant and racist people giving that type of mentality a safe haven. We act like we share in the spoils of war that they do. We die in wars. We don't get the contracts to make money off them afterwards.
Right.
We don't get weapons contracts, nigga. We don't get cheap labor for our companies, nigga. We are cheap labor, nigga. Turn off the news and read, nigga. Read.
Wow. Way to go, Immortal Technique. Way to go. Well, okay then. Y'all, my mind just got blown, man. I need to sip this coffee right now, cause it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and Immortal Technique just dropped some freaking knowledge on me, man. Let's go through it. Let's go through it first. Big ups, Patrick. That was a sweet song. We will definitely be doing more Immortal Technique in the future. I think, like, this is kind of true to a lot of underground, really good hip hop. The lyrics are so, like, we could pretty much go research, like, a month on some of these topics that he's just putting in a bar. Do you know what I mean? So let's take a look at what he's talking about as quickly as I can, because, guys, like I say, we probably could talk about this for 2 or 3 months. What I loved, I have no idea when this song came out, right? But it looks like the upload was 2010. So we're talking about 12 years ago. In one of these verses, he's like, MK Ultra controlling your brain. Dude, I had never even heard of any of this stuff till, they talked about it a couple years ago, and you just start learning a little bit more about it. But, I mean, if this guy was seriously talking about this stuff back in the day, I don't know if that's totally true. Oh, wait, this is what Google's saying. It was released in 2003 on the Revolutionary Volume 2 album. Dude, this guy was dropping 20 years in advance of what, at least I knew about. Other people might have known earlier than me. But the point being, he was trying to give you real knowledge way back then. Judas says, I hang with. He murdered, stole religion, painted him white. Conservative political right-wing ideology glued together sloppily in the blasphemy of a nation. Guys, I think this helped me kind of wake up to some of this stuff, right? Is that it was kind of... The cover story is very put together very sloppily, right? And so if you just kind of poke the narrative a little bit, you start to realize, oh my goodness, this guy was lying. Oh my goodness, this institution's lying. Oh my goodness, a lot of these things are lies, right? So that's what I kind of mean by a lot of this unravels really quickly. And I think that's really cool that Immortal Technique is talking about that by saying glued together sloppily. Right? Glued together sloppily. Well, guess what? As soon as we start critiquing that sloppiness starts to really unfray, okay? And we can kind of start to see these things that were hidden from us. So, awesome! Way to go, Immortal Technique. Way to go. Guantanamo Bay, federal incarceration, how could this be? Land of the free, home of the brave. Holocaust, indigenous Holocaust, homes of the slaves. Corporate America, dance off beat to the rhythm. Isn't that true? When you see corporate America try to embrace some stuff like street hip hop or graffiti or anything, man, it just becomes so gross. You know what I mean? It takes everything authentic about it and it just makes it nasty. Like dancing offbeat to a good rhythm, right? Like here was an authentic, real, heartfelt music. and now here comes corporate America dancing offbeat to it. I like how he describes this stuff. I love you guys, man. What a great suggestion. I had a lot of fun with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. We will do more Immortal technique. It'll probably be a couple weeks because I like things to digest. The deeper the substance is, I think the longer I like to just kind of let it sit on its own, right? If this was like bubblegum pop, we just can knock those out one after the other. But with Immortal technique, I think it's good that we kind of space out this music, only in the sense that it just gives us a little bit longer to focus on each one. Anyways, guys, love you. Thank you for the support. Please click like. Please smash subscribe. Until next time, it's your boy TicTacKickBack from the way back. Say peace, y'all.